Okay, everybody, welcome back, boys and girls, to the pit. Off camera, I did a little bit of work on the Aileron servo bays. So what we're going to do is I pre-cut all this stuff because I figured you don't want to watch me play around. So we're going to cut a stick here. Yeah, because everybody knows how to glue stuff together, I think. Get my favorite tube of dollar store cyano. Just for these things, it's fine. And blob there. Blob there. I don't know. Hopefully my head's not in the way. We're just gonna stick that in. See where it goes. I think it's supposed to line up, but I think it's supposed to line up that line there that we have. Okay. I'll just give her a little goober dabber around there again. Do that like that there. Now, I took this piece of sheeting and I don't know if you can see, I notched it out a little bit here. So she's gonna get glued on flush like so. The thing about cyano is, because I gotta take my glasses off, it friggin', man, when it goes off, it just burns the friggin' eyes. I should put my safety squints on. So we're gonna just put that flush with that. Hold her down a bit. Throw a bit of gobbledygook just in there. I can't even, guys, I can't even see it. The shit's coming out. Pardon my French. Oh, sorry, don't want to offend anybody. Okay, so we got that like that. Hopefully that's stuck down to the trailing edge. Okay. Then we're going to take 330 seconds ply, and we're just gonna put her on here. And that's gonna finish. Let's see. That's a little. Let's give her a little. The best thing I find for plywood, thin plywood, anyways. I think, and you can go up to 1/16. I just use scissors. Probably kid safety scissors, so I don't hurt myself. But we'll trim that off like that. And of course, you know, oh, that was a crappy trim job. Holy crap, guys. Okay, don't use the scissors. Don't use your scissors for a finished cut. Holy, look at that, man. You put that up against there. Give her a little spit and polish. You know what? I know people say, here's the bottom, nobody's going to see it. Let's just, I'll see it. I'll know it's there. I'm not a perfectionist, but. So how we got here is this was my dad's. He's no longer with us. It's his picture on my little YouTube-y thing. That's him holding this. Oh, this P-51 Mustang. It's funny because our airplane club always had a scale event. I think it was Father's Day weekend, and it was always. I think it was Father's Day weekend. It's always the same as Warplane Heritage would have their big back in the 80s and probably 90s in that. Warplane Heritage had awesome air shows. I haven't been to any. Don't know if they still have any now. I haven't been to any. But we would do the Father's Day airplane scale contest on the Saturday and then go spend the day with my dad Sunday for Father's Day. And my brother-in-law took some really good pictures. We'll just get this squirt here. Took some really nice pictures of his Mustang, the one of them holding it, and then I have one blowing up. That was his Father's Day gift of it, sitting out on our runway on our field in Burlington. And yeah, it was windy as heck that day, and my dad didn't have much time on the Mustang. And my brother-in-law and that, we're all just like hoping it didn't smash, because when he unwrapped his Father's Day gift and seen this big picture of his Mustang, it would have been a kick in the teeth or pants or whatever you want to call it. So anyways, we did that. Notched this out a bit here because I'm probably gonna have to clear this servo arm. This is broken, so we're gonna just stand her up on her nose. Oh crap, I just lost all my pieces for the other side and a servo. Good stuff. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, she's just split there, so we'll get the cheap stuff in there. I don't know if you can see. You know what? If you guys can't see, I can't see either, so let's hit her with the frick. What's the problem with not having enough? I was a fleet mechanic for 30-something years at UPS Brantford, and I always thought that friggin' mechanics should have been born with an extra friggin' hand. Okay. So, got that done. I'm gonna come over to this side. I have to do a little bit of looking. Oh, shit. Don't pick her up by that scoop yet. Oh, guys, what did I do? I kept the sliver. Oh, I got it here. Joys of tinkering around on airplanes. Here we are. I don't know if these will go. I don't think that'll go under there. Okay. I'm just gonna cut. You guys still in there? My head's not in your way, hopefully, because I can't see. But that's good. If you guys can't see, you know I definitely can't see. But that's just because I have crappy eyes. I gotta start flying bigger airplanes and start bringing out my dad's. He's got a 84-inch. Started out with 65 Taylor 65-inch Hurricane, Hawker Hurricane, and then ended up getting, I don't know who blew it up, but it was blown up to, I don't know if you could still get, if the plans are from Bob Holman, California. I don't even know if that's still around. Now I gotta get my fat fingers under there. How are we gonna do that, guys? Now I just glued the freaking piece of wood to my finger. Oh, that's gone but not forgotten. Alright, let's stand her up on her edge. Where the hell did that go? Oh, there she is. Let's get her out of there. Whoa! It's no fun watching a video if somebody doesn't lose a freaking eyeball over it. You know what? Let's take this. Videos all of a sudden turned into a freaking gong show. But, you know, it's true to life. I think we all go through shit. I need, you know what? It's not too bad there. Maybe so I don't embarrass myself anymore on my great building skills. Balance act. We'll quit while we're ahead. So basically you get the gist of it. Got that all put in, got that kind of repaired. Flip it around. And rinse and repeat, as you say. Just gonna find out. Maybe I didn't drop anything on the floor. That's all here, guys. And ladies. Okay, so let's put this over here so we don't Buster. It's just a servo for mock-up. I have to put this stuff into the editing program. All this stuff is all new to me. I just one day seen this video came up for restoring a 1/3 scale balsa USA Cub, and it was Todd from Duct Tape Hanger. So I started watching his stuff, and I actually enjoyed it. It's funny. You know, there's guys out there like me and that. We love our hobby. We love puttering with things. And if you want to share it with people and your struggles, not just all the good stuff, the real stuff. Everybody has a story, but I just found some of it kind of funny, and a lot of it have a lot of similarities in things with our dads getting us into the hobby. You know, cars stuff. I got into cars because I used to watch my dad work on them in the driveway. You know, back in the day when you could freaking fix the stuff. Okay, so what I was doing there is, oh, you guys still in there? Is the sheeting? The sheeting was up off the, came undone from the, I don't know, whatever. I think it was a patch that my dad had done. So what I do is I take a pin and I poke some holes in it. This is what happens, guys, when you're blind. You can't even see that thing. And you gotta watch. Don't ever hold these things at your face, because when you poke it, sometimes you've been squeezing it and it's plugged, and you poke it, and guess who wears it? It also might be the point that little buggers out of gobbledygook. See, you hear it? Psst. I should probably put safety squints on, but live on the edge. Okay, let's hit her again. There we go, good flow going. I know you guys are going to go, buy yourself some real cyano, Jeff. Well, like Todd at Duct Tape Hanger. Budgets, man. Budgets. Do with what you got. Okay. Oh, I promise you. Stick your fingers through. And it didn't stick. Cheap and easy and glue. There we go. I think we're gonna hit her again. What the hell I just do the tube, man? Why don't I just have a tube in my hand? I swore I had a tube of glue in my hand. Besides using my finger. Where did I put? Yeah, I put the lid back on it. Let's have a peek. Yep. Put the lid back on it. This sucks. Sucks getting old. But we're just gonna get this glued good. I know. Okay, so you guys are gonna leave it here. Okay, and then this one. Then I made this piece of plywood. Oh, and of course, once you glue things down, you don't have it just quite right to what you had. A little trim. That'll be that, and we'll clear all that out after it's kind of. That's a little high. Yeah, it's a little high. How's this side? That kicks up a little bit. Where is my little doobie? You know, just get yourself some. Actually, I think this was doubled up. I think this is my dad's. I don't know if you can see it. There's two layers of popsicle sticks and popsicle stick on there for a handle. Glue on some sandpaper. I just threw out a whole pile. He had his box of all his little sanding things that he would make. I just threw out a bunch of them. Sanding box, just, you know, I can't keep everything, and I feel guilty. I throw some of the stuff out. But when he passed away, and we're cleaning out the basement now in his house, I had a lot of my airplanes were kind of stored down there in Burlington because when I was live up in Brantford. So I just keep it down there and keep a couple down there and stuff. And when he passed away, and we're getting the house ready to. Getting the house ready to sell and stuff, and bringing everything home. It's just, you know, my wife Shelley's like, where's that going? Where's that going? Where's that going? Where's that going? And I was like, just bring it home and then go through the planes. Like every year, when at that time it was pattern, and then I think they changed it to precision aerobatics. We'd build two. Well, not we. He'd build. I'd help some of it. I had my own stuff on the go. He would build two pattern airplanes, fiberglass fuselages. We do all the foam wings and stabs. Sit and cut those. Yeah, so there's a few wrecks and that, so I was cutting up the foam cores that we weren't going to use and bundling that stuff all up for the bin, and kept a bunch of the good broken stuff, hence the Mustang. Bird dog, he's got a big, like the 84-inch Hurricane, which we might get that going. Just to putter on it a bit, give you guys a change of things. Bird dog, I gotta pull some windows for it, so hopefully take you guys a ride for that. So anyways, we got to here. I will, nothing like a bit of filler. Might put a bit of wood here, just a thing, good sand. It's gonna be all rough for now, because I gotta put, like I said before, I gotta put some rails in here, make the servo brackets. Basically, we got that all done. Video was kind of hickledy-pickledy, a little all over the place, but we hope you guys come back. My goal would be to get this wing and that to the point of where my wing is, but then I have to go back on my wing and do all the rivets and stuff, and that's gonna take forever. Sometimes that's just a nice day job for sitting out in the summer in the backyard under the little gazebo and got the soldering iron and you're sitting there going bloop, bloop, bloop. But I think for now we'll call it a wrap, and we'll catch you at the next one. Thanks a lot.